Hello, this is Manuela, your guiding light, and this YouTube video is Witchcraft and Black Magic, understanding the true reason for it and how to free yourself from it. So first, we would like you to explain to you why are we doing this video. We feel that it's very important in these days when we entering a new earth to understand what's really happening with witchcraft and black magic, what's happening with the ego and where it's coming from. So as we know that there is a light and darkness, we are on earth to bring the light, and earth is the most darkest planet, so we are here to bring the light. Now we have God and we have the ego. God's plan is to bring the heaven to earth. This is the new earth that everybody is talking about, becoming very close to entering in new earth. And in order for us to enter in new earth, the process of letting go of the ego, it's very important. So the process of letting go of witchcraft and black magic are practice that many practiced for centuries, from the first time every soul incarnated to earth. Everybody, there is no soul that didn't try to take that path. As we did, as we evolve, we understand or we learn that there is a better way. That witchcraft and black magic is not coming from God. That is the truth. Unfortunately, a lot of people still believe, a lot of people that practice witchcraft and black magic, they still believe that it's coming from God. That is absolutely not true. When you're practicing witchcraft or black magic, you're not working with God at all. You're not working with light. You're not working with angels. So we have God, which is the light and love, pure love, that it's pure forgiveness. And he places angels to work for him because he cannot do all the work himself. So he's got the angels that work for him, archangels, ascended masters. They are all beings from light that helping to God to create the heaven on earth. And they are following God's law. They must do exactly as God says. They cannot use any manipulation because they are pure light. They never been on earth. They don't incarnate on earth. On this earth now, they will come in new earth, but on this earth they don't incarnate. So they never been actually living on earth. They do come to earth to help us, to guide us, but they don't actually take human body. They are pure light. They cannot sustain on earth. And that's the reason, because they don't have any ego. That is the reason why they do exactly as the God says, exactly following the God's will and God's word. Now we have the ego, which is the darkness, the mind. Many people call the devil, who originally on the earth, where we come to study, to learn, and to evolve, what we're really learning is how to sustain the light, how to keep the light shining in a dark place. That is the major lesson that every soul is learning, and that every soul is struggling really with. So we got the ego, the darkness, the dark side, that it's very manipulative, and that can use manipulation, lies, and anything just to give you what you want. And that's where the witchcraft and black magic comes from. So when you're doing black magic or witchcraft, you are not working with God. What you're doing basically, God placed the law of attraction. God said, ask and it is given. Ask and believe and it is given. So what you're really doing, you asked God, you didn't receive it, so you're going to devil. To ask the devil, because devil will give you, devil will do manipulation, and will give you even that which doesn't belong to you. This is where the love spells come. Even that which doesn't really belongs to you, the devil will give you. So all the witchcraft, black magic, love spells, all the basically anything that you have to use words or manipulation, it's coming from ego. So we need to make that very clear, that witchcraft and black magic love spell don't have anything to do with God. What happens, God gave us the free will, and God allowed it to happen. Basically, we sign a soul contract with God, and God signed a soul contract agreement with the ego, that when we come here to learn, this is the law of karma, that when we come here to learn, we will enter in agreement and be responsible for every action we have. And we have choice to choose. We don't have to stay on following the light. We can follow the darkness. That is the free will. We don't have to stay following the light and do what God sent us here to do. If we like the ego and we like the manipulation and getting everything what we want that way, God gives us permission to do it. He doesn't judge us. He doesn't punish us because of that. But who punishing us is the devil. The ego. It's punishing you. Because your soul enter in agreement, which is the law of karma. So your soul enter in agreement that when you do wrong, it's going to come back to you. When you do bad things and wrong things, it's going to come back to you. So who is really punishing you is your soul agreed, and the devil or the ego is doing all the punishing. And because you agreed, and you can't override that agreement, unfortunately, you agreed, you signed a soul contract, you agreed. Your soul did agree, your ego doesn't remember, but your soul agreed that it will follow the law of karma, that if it does anything bad to somebody, even thinking or saying or doing, it will have to experience that. It has to experience bad, basically. So following the light, which means you will do only good things and you stay on God's side and you bring the light here. And following the ego, you like to twist, you like to lie, you like to manipulate a little bit to get what you want. And you might have this amazing life, which could be all false, but you have the free will. That is the key here. God gave you the free will. That is the reason why people do witchcraft and black magic. But as we're entering in new earth, the ego cannot come in new earth. So the reason for that is because once the energy shifts on earth and the fifth dimensional energy takes over whole earth, the energy vibration is going to be so high and so pure. It's going to be such a light that's going to dissolve basically and kill every darkness. Even the humans, and that is the reason why I'm guided to do this video. Even as humans, whoever keeps a little bit of ego and darkness will not be able to enter in your earth, will not be able to sustain, unfortunately. So we hope you can understand, when I'm saying we, I'm talking about my whole spiritual team here. We hope that you can understand that how important this is. When you're doing witchcraft and black magic, you are not working with God. Now, who is using the ego? The ego uses the souls that did not cross to the gates of heaven. So anybody that didn't heal in this lifetime, that had their light killed or distinguished, that didn't manage to keep their light, people that suffer a lot, that had experienced a lot of trauma, that had too many negative emotions, a lot of resentment, unforgiveness, people that done too many bad karmic days, that done too much bad to others, they cannot go through the gates of heaven. So they stay closer to earth, working with ego. These are the souls that some psychics are following or communicating with. And I can tell you that every psychic, at least when they begin, they engaged and they communicated with these souls. Now, these souls, because they're close to earth, they work with ego, they can manipulate. They can be very manipulative because they are not in a light. They know that they have to fix their karmic debt, that they didn't cross to the gates of the heaven, to the heaven, because they have to fix their karmic debts. So they trying to do that. Now, these are the souls that are not involved, that done a lot of bad things on earth. They didn't go through light. Do you think that they can guide you? Do you think that they know how to fix their karmic debts? No, they don't. They're going to try to manipulate and try to bring you, excuse me, opportunity after opportunities, try to bring you any opportunity they think they can bring you to fix their karmic debts. And also, they're working really hard to come back to earth. So these are the souls that want to be born again, that want to enter into some womb to be born again. These are the souls that would want to enter even as a walking, because they can see part of everybody's plan. They can see part of a God's plan as well. And yes, there is a walking that is planned by God, which is quite different. And only souls that cross to heaven can perform that walking, which is planned by God and angels. Everything is orchestrated. We humans are not aware much of that until it's actually happened. Now, these type of souls can try to manipulate you and to try to perform a walk-in when they can't actually do it. So they can't incarnate, they can't take a walk-in, but they think they do because they're not involved enough. And these are the souls that you as a psychic needs to avoid, that avoid talking to them. They can be so correct sometimes. These are the souls that come through Ouija board as well. These are the souls that come through that are really dark souls as well. Those that kill somebody, that stayed on earth, that are in a very dark place, basically in hell, which is the really low consciousness. They work with people that do witchcraft and black magic. So when somebody sends witchcraft and black magic, they working with the ego, and ego sends one of these souls to do the work. And that's why it's very complicated. It doesn't always end up good. There are cases that it ends good, but most of the time it doesn't really end good. So we would like you to understand that that has to go. Those souls, unfortunately, will not incarnate anymore, because we are running out of time. We are at that time when end is very near and new earth is very near, and this could be last life of each of you. This could be our last lifetime here in a dark earth. So your job is to do the best for you now, to let go of the ego, to let go of the darkness, to tune to the light, and to work with the light. And we do understand that there are so many souls that are so stuck in this circle with witchcraft and black magic. And we are talking about the souls that are suffering from it, where people doing black magic to them and interfere in their life and make them suffer. The truth is, both the ones that are performing black magic and witchcraft and the ones that are affected by are really stuck in a karmic cycle. These are the souls that are stuck in a karmic cycle, and they cannot enter in new earth. So we would like to help to this soul to let go of the ego and to move forward, to evolve, to let go of the darkness, to shift their consciousness, and to adopt new beliefs and new way of looking at this. So, first we would like you to explain to you how does it work when somebody sends a spell to you. Now, everything is almost the same. Either it's a spell, black magic, psychic attack, any dark energy that is sent to you intentionally, even unintentionally. Gossip is classified as a psychic attack. When somebody gossip about you, talking bad stuff about you behind your back, that's a psychic attack. And if you have a group of people doing it, you will definitely feel it. So any dark energy that is sent to you, it's going to affect you this time. Some black magic are really bad, like for example, if somebody wishing you death and really horrible illness, these are much stronger. I would call them much stronger black magic that they're doing. But I would like to explain to you how it works on your body, how it affects your body. So we have, there's the body, we have chakras, energy centers, 7 major chakras. They spin the energy through the body. This is where your soul comes in. This is where your soul really sits. And these chakras are little discs, like a wheels of energy that spin the energy through your body. They're meant to all work always, spin the energy through the body. When they do, they create the aura, which is your shield around your body. If the chakras are really nice, open all, the aura is going to be very big. If the chakras are blocked, they're not spinning, the aura is going to be very small. It could be just this size, but it needs to be this size. That is the healthy aura. Having almost every color in your aura. So these wheels are different color. We're just going to quick explain to you what they are. So we got the crown chakra, where the energy or the soul sits basically. This is our connection to God, which is just above your head. And it's like a cylinder. It has 2 open on the top and on the bottom. Your angel sits on the top, which is usually always open. This on the bottom can be closed because of your thoughts. If you think, if a person that thinks too much, this bottom of crown chakra will be blocked. That means the information from God, the wisdom, it's not coming really much. It really depends how much is blocked. To somebody it's blocked completely, to somebody it's open half, to somebody it's... The key is, and in order for us to enter in your earth, all these chakras must be fully open. So you can see that they all have color. So this is a white light with gold ring, like a halo. You've probably seen it. Then we got the third eye. Now these colors are not very correct, but this is your third eye in between your eyebrows, and it's purple. This is your psychic vision. This is what opens when you do psychic readings, when you have visions. That's your third eye. And it's purple color, and it's spinning purple light. And then we have throat chakra, which is in the center of your throat. And this is associated with your communication. Each chakra is associated to some area of your life. So your communication, sometimes when you feel that you want to say something, but you hold back because you are scared or you don't want to offend somebody, that chakra will block and it will stop spinning. Then we have a heart chakra. Some people believe there's a higher heart chakra pink. I believe that this pink is in a center there when the heart chakra is fully open, when somebody is truly in love with all their heart. They have green heart chakra and a pink in the center. When you get hurt, when you end relationship by anybody, you can get hurt by anybody. When you feel emotional pain, that energy of emotional pain will enter into chakras and it will stop spinning. Now, it depends how much pain you're going to hold on to. The more pain you collect, the more it's going to be blocked. Then we got solar plexus, which is yellow in the center of your stomach, under your rib cage, which is your power, your confidence, your connection to God, basically. That's where your true power comes, your true connection to God. When your third eye opens and you have this open, you can literally hear angels, you can see angels, you can communicate with angels. Your vision is not gonna be confused. Sometimes you can, if you don't have really this connection with these two, you will get visions and then you don't understand what vision means. That means you don't have this connection. Your power center is blocked. When you have that connection, you will see vision that could last for 1 second, and you will know exactly what it means. This is your gut feeling, what I say. You will not hear exactly what the meaning of the vision is. Either it's a past life, it's a this lifetime. It's going to be so clear, you will not have to analyze it. Also, when that is blocked and the energy is not spinning, your confidence is going to be very low. This affects a lot of your self-esteem and your confidence. Then we have your sacral chakra, which is orange color, just above your belly button. And that is about your body, your health, how you're feeling about yourself, your sexuality, anything that has to do with emotions, especially negative emotions. If you feel any resentment, it's going to be stored in the sacral chakra. If you feel any anger and rage, it's going to be stored in those two lower chakras. Fear usually is going to go in here, in your yellow chakra. But your sacral chakra holds on to the most negative emotions. And when somebody hates you or somebody gossip about you, the cords, all the energy cords go straight into that orange chakra. And then that orange chakra stops spinning and stop sending the energy. It's blocked, gets blocked. Then we have the root chakra, which is on the end of your spine, which is red color, and this is about regarding your security, your stability, your job, your home, money, career. So that blocks, if you for example lose a job, or you lost some money, or you worry about how you're going to pay some bills, you got some really big debt, then that chakra is going to stop spinning. So because they're connected to your mind, they are very responding to your thoughts. Whatever you're thinking, soon as you think negative, they will stop spinning. Soon as you feel negative emotions, they will stop spinning. So it's very important for these chakras to do spin. Okay? They store all negative emotions in there. And then what happens with time, they start releasing it, and then it's gonna be in your auric field. So for example, that pain here that you hold on to when somebody broke your heart, it's gonna stay there until this chakra is completely full. When it's fully blocked and full, then it starts releasing, and then it goes in your auric field. And then you have what they call the pain body, which means you will attract people that gonna hurt you more, just to show you that you have some pain that you need to release. Now let's go back to the dark energy. When somebody does black magic to you, when somebody does send any negative energy to you, what happens? First, it has to enter through your auric field. So when you have negative emotions, they go out from your chakras and they go into your auric field later. The negative energy is different when somebody sends it to you. What happens? It enters first your aura, and then goes into your body and your chakras. So your aura will get darkness right away. And this is the reason why it's really important to have a really big aura. The bigger aura you have, the longer it's going to take to come into your chakras and to affect it. Once it comes into your chakra, then it's really bad. Then it's really affecting you. Also, when it's in your auric field, you can cleanse it. Your aura can be cleansed easy. You can buy a smudge stick, which is a bunch of sage, dry sage, and just go all around your body, and you can cleanse that. You can also have a meditation and cleanse that as well. If you know that somebody sent to you black magic or any dark energy and enters your aura, if you cleanse this right away, it's not going to affect you. But if you leave it, some people that don't know, the longer they leave it, it comes in your chakras, and that's when you will become ill. You will become very low of energy. You can be depressed. I can tell you that everybody that is affected by black magic or spells will eventually be depressed. Eventually it will get depressed. Anybody that deals with it, because it's very dark energy and it's very, very low energy, and it affects your mind a lot. People that are affected by it, they think about it a lot. They start to watch every single thing, everything, even something that it's not happening, they will see that it's happening. So it will definitely affect your mind as well. It will affect your health, your whole health. So the longer it stays, the more it's going to affect you. And it's going to do what it's sent to do. For example, if somebody sent black magic to you to not to have a relationship or to separate you from your husband or wife, what happens, it enters in your aura. You start getting confused. You start picking arguments with your partner. You start thinking negative about your partner. Then enters in your heart chakra and it blocks your heart chakra. It closes it, and then very possibly a relationship could end. If it's sent to you for your health, like for example to have any illness or to have whatever illness is, it will go into your sacral chakra. Anything with your health, it's going to go in your sacral chakra, and it's going to block your sacral chakra. If they done something regarding money, for you to lose a job or not to have money, to experience poverty, a lot of people do that. Again, it enters in your auric field first and then comes into your chakra and it blocks your chakra. Once it's blocked your chakra, that's when the spell or black magic that I send really starts to work. So cleansing the aura regularly and keeping those chakras regularly open, having this very strong energy field, then nothing can affect you. Remember, we are here. Our purpose, God sent us to earth to bring the light. Having this means your light is not affected at all. On the top of it, you got your soul in here, which is the light that shines through all this, and you can even see the light around the aura. When you enter in your earth, that's how you have to be. You have to have the light coming through your aura. Light has to come all around your aura, on the edges. Also, your chakras, you can see they we would say right now, to have a healthy chakras, to have a healthy body, they need to be all full color. So no black inside. When somebody sends black magic to you, you will see black steins on it. When it's blocked or from your negative emotions, if you experience any trauma, it will have black steins in it. So it's not going to be white. And the longer you leave those emotions, the more accumulate. Sometimes the chakra can be all black and have tiny bit of spots of color. And that's when any negative energy, you become a magnet for negative energy. When you have chakras like that are all blocked, or even 2 or 3 blocked, mainly those lower ones, you are becoming a magnet for dark energy. any little dark energy that somebody sent to you, you will feel it and it will affect you. And then it blocks more and more chakras, and your aura becomes very thin and also has holes in it. Sometimes people send the hooks and energy cords, which creates holes in your auric field. And that is the time when you have to seek help from healer, from somebody. So I hope you understand that. When you enter in your earth, these chakras have to have a white light coming through them and just a little ring of color. For example, green would have full white light and just a ring of green. Yellow would have full white light, just a ring of yellow, and the same with all the other chakras. That is the only way you can enter in your earth. And that's when you, not that you just experience perfect health, mental and physical, but you also feel amazing and you become magnet for good luck, for all good that you want, everything that your heart desires, for money, for wealth, for success, for everything. You don't have to, you become that magnet for attraction. You become attracting everything that you really desire. And you are truly, truly happy and content. So this is what you need to work on to become in order to be free from black magic and from ego as well, and to enter in your earth. Negative emotions, sometimes holding on to a lot of your negative emotions can become sometimes like you are your own enemy. It's like you're doing your own black magic. If you have all chakras blocked and you're taking a lot of negative thoughts, nobody needs to even send anything to you. You would feel like somebody sending something to you. Now, we have negative energy, we have positive energy. We all know that. What can dissolve the darkness? The light. Now, we would like to talk especially about the people that struggling with black magic for most of their life. We have in a lot of different cultures and countries where black magic is normal, where people live with it every day, where they do it every day, where they cannot think living without it, basically. And some would say that these people are in love with the ego, in love with the devil. They cannot live without him. And this is the time that it's really crucial to understand that this is really challenging for those people. If you are brought up in a family where black magic is normal, where people do all the time black magic, you will have that belief. You have belief system, you are programmed to believe that. You will have enormous fear of it. And now, for you to change that, it's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be very easy. But what we would like you to understand, in order for you to change the belief, to tell you the truth about black magic and witchcraft. When you believe that somebody sends something to you, we're not saying that they don't, let's just say they do. But you believe that it's their fault that you are sick, for example, or that your relationship is broken because somebody sent black magic to you, okay? That is a false belief. That's what the ego wants you to believe. That is you thinking negatively, seeing the situation from negative perspective. And the reason for that is because you don't have enough happy hormones. Your body doesn't produce enough happy hormones to raise above and to see it from positive. Or you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the knowledge to understand that there is a true reason for it. Remember, nobody can make you have something that you don't already have inside you. For example, any black magic sent to somebody to destroy a relationship cannot destroy it unless there is a problem already there. The reason why God allowed black magic, why God agreed to it, why God allowed you to go to that way, why God allowed somebody else to do that to you, to teach you. Everything is a lesson. If you look at everything that happens to you as a lesson, you are here to learn and to evolve. So when you believe that it's just black magic and you work on just cleansing it or sending it back, you can send it back as well. Well, you will be dealing with it for the rest of your life, and you're going to have that belief and that fear for the rest of your life. You cannot evolve, you cannot heal, you cannot do anything. You will be stuck in a karmic cycle. Because when somebody does black magic to you, they automatically create bad karmic debts with you. And if you see it and you cleanse it and you send it back, you are entering a karmic cycle. So, believing in blaming somebody else that your relationship broken or that you are sick because of that spell or that black magic, it's not allowing you to evolve. That is a negative way to look at it. We call it true reason. True reason, you always need to look for true reason. You need to look what is that you're learning in your relationship. What could be the true reason for your relationship that it's ending? Could be that you don't have a soul contract, it was never meant to actually work out. Could be that you need to change something and you heal something. Could be that that person or your partner or you have some negative emotions. Could be that you have a karmic agreement with this person and the karmic agreement just comes on surface. Remember, we have past lives. Anything that happened in a past life or anything wrong that you done to somebody in a past life, you're bringing it back here. All your past life, again, it's stored in these chakras. We're bringing all the memory of your past life in these chakras. They are all in there. Store it in your energy centers, in your cells, in your cellular memory. So that's going to come on surface sometimes. And you meet a person that you had from past life that you done something wrong or that they done something wrong to you. Because you signed a karmic agreement, you have to repeat that and do that again. So there's millions of reasons, true reason, why your relationship wouldn't work. And these are true reasons. This person that sent you a black magic only brought it on surface. It was always there. You just didn't see it. What the black magic did, brought it to surface and showed you that there is something that you have to work on, that you have to learn, basically. Is the same with health. Can somebody send to somebody any illness, cancer or any illness, that they don't have any darkness in it? Remember, darkness have to stick to darkness. If you have the light here, if you are full light, no darkness can enter. The light dissolves it straight away. It pushes away. If you have light all around your aura, it will push it away. But you must have some darkness in it for spell to stick to it. And could be really deep in your chakras, could be in your auric field, could be somewhere in your body. And somebody does spell for you to have illness. What happened? It just brought it to surface. It means that your body, your cells, your energy was already preparing for that illness. And this person that sent it to you, or just brought it on surface. It's like throwing it in your face to see it. That is really true. Nobody can send you a spell to lose your partner if you have a perfect relationship. And that soul contract is perfect and there's no karmic debts. And there's nothing to learn. Or even if there is something to learn, you are actually learning and you are both evolving. So nobody can destroy that relationship. The reason God allows it to show you that there's something that you need to deal with, something that you need to learn, something that you need to release. And that's the reason God allowed somebody to send a spell to you or black magic. And it's the same with illness. You need to look always for the true reason. When you look for the true reason, miracle happens. God assists you. When you choose to blame somebody else, that person that's doing black magic to you, and you're focusing on that person that's doing black magic to you, you are digging a deep, dark hole for yourself. What happens, you are connecting more and more to the darkness. You're giving attention to darkness. And you're losing your light. It's killing your light. When you look for the true reason, you connect into the light. And then you have better help. You can have assistance of angels easier and quicker. When you're choosing to work with the darkness, with the dark side, you're basically stepping on an ego path. And the more the deeper you step on that ego path, the further your angels are from you. And then you can't hear them. They can't assist you. So looking for true reason, praying to God, asking God for the reason, you need to admit, and it's really hard sometimes to admit that when somebody sends something dark to you, must be because you have something dark in yourself that you need to release. It just reminds you, show you that there's something in you that you need to release. That's all it is. And if you look at it that way, then you're looking from positive, then you also get all the assistance from God and your angels to help you to actually overcome that illness. If it's an illness or if it's a relationship problem, you will get the solution for it. God has solution to every problem. Your angels have solution to every problem. So you have to admit that there's something in you that attracted that. You have to ask yourself, what is it in me that I attracted that? If you have a karmic agreement with somebody, you have a lesson to learn. You have some lesson to learn, and you have to focus on that lesson. You just need to know what the lesson is. Through meditation, you will find what the lesson is. Where did you go wrong in a past life and what you need to do in this lifetime? So the truth is, you cannot attract darkness unless you have darkness in yourself. There must be something dark in you. Just the way Wayne Dyer says, his theory with orange. If you squeeze orange, you're gonna get oranges. You can't get apple juice. And it's the same with us. If there is darkness in any of you, and if somebody squeezes you, will get the darkness. You won't get the light. And some people can have too much darkness, some people can have just a little bit. It really depends to which degree you have. And also the most important is that as we enter in new earth, we all are learning about this. You could be on your path where you're learning about the darkness. It's very important. Especially if you are a healer, you must know about darkness. How would I teach this if I didn't experience myself? I have to experience this darkness to be able to understand it and to be able to help to others. So the most challenging part is to admit that you have something in you with that person that's doing spells to you. There's some karmic agreement there. There's some lessons that you sign a soul contract with them to teach you. And just ask yourself, what is it that you need to learn? And I can tell you, majority of times, lesson is really to forgive. And when we say to forgive, we don't mean tap them on the shoulder and say it's okay. We just mean to look at it that they don't know any better. Remember, person that sent that spell to you and the person that it's affected by spell, they are not different at all. Remember, they are not different at all. They are one. If somebody sends you relationship spell, it's because they have the same what you have in you. They have the same issue. They have the same darkness in them. If somebody sends you spell for health, That means they have it as well. Somebody that has light will not send you darkness. So they are exactly the same like you. They are not different. And you sign a soul contract to teach each other, to learn that, to learn about darkness. How to move from the darkness to the light. That is what everybody has to learn. And in this time, I can tell you 100%. Person that's sending the spell and person that receiving the spell, both will suffer depression. Because the reason why people do black magic and love spell and witchcraft, because they cannot think positive to manifest what they want. Remember, we have only two ways. You can work with God, manifest, ask and receive. That means you need to have really good mental health. Your body needs to produce a lot of good happy hormones so you can manifest and think positive always and visualize that and do affirmations. And then it works. So if somebody sends spell to you or love spell or black magic, that person suffers depression as well. To some degree is depressed as well, because cannot create their own life without black magic. Choosing to look at it, the situation from negative perspective. The person that doing black magic or love spell and the person that receiving, it's absolutely the same. So remember, they are the same like you. And you need to keep that in mind. They are not different. Person that is looking that somebody sent a spell, a lot of people are open these days. For example, I can see every time when somebody sent any dark energy towards me, even when somebody gossip about me. Now, when I'm feeling really good, I can send them light and just brush it off and continue with my manifestation. But if I'm not feeling really good, I cannot do that. The reason is because your body doesn't produce enough happy hormones. So the person that's sending black magic, the reason why people do witchcraft and black magic, these are the people that don't have enough happy hormones to think positive, to raise above the darkness and to manifest. So they are not different to you, the one that's blinding them. Also, it's the same when you blinding somebody for doing spells on you and that it's their fault that you lost your marriage or that you are sick or that anything bad happens to you, it's their fault. When you do that, you definitely suffering depression to some degree. So you have to remember, you are the same. When you look at it like that and you understand that there's a soul contract with that soul, that you both have a lesson to learn here, you can look, that's the way it's positive. You're looking at positive and you're focusing on learning and you're shifting that energy, you're releasing the darkness and you're entering into the light. And you get all the help from your angels. Remember, positive people don't do witchcraft and black magic. Happy and positive people don't do that. These are the souls that are not involved, that are stuck in karmic agreements and that don't produce enough happy hormones to actually think positive and manifest. Blinding that person that's doing black magic to you cannot bring you resolution. Because when you blind somebody else, when you're saying that it's their fault, you're giving them even more power to do it. You're opening the door for them. When you say it's, when you look at in yourself and admit that you actually have some darkness and there is something in you that you need to release and heal, you open yourself to the light. You're stepping on the path of light. You're working with God. But when you blind somebody else, you're giving them all the power. You're working with the darkness. You're stepping on the path of the ego. So remember, blinding them, it's not gonna get you out of it. The first thing you need to do is to take full responsibility, to admit that there's something inside of you that attracted that, and work on that. Find that, what that is. And you can do that through prayer. You can first pray, ask God and angels to show you why you attracted this, what are you learning, what is the true reason. Always ask, dear guardian angels, what is the true reason for my suffering, for my relationship ending, or for your health, or whatever the problem is. Pray and ask guardian angels to show you what is the true reason. You can, as you're cleansing yourself, meditate. Through meditation, you might get some answer. It really depends where you are with your soul involvement. If you're meditating for a while already and you can meditate really good, you can receive the answers yourself. You might need to go to some healer to talk about it. It's very good to go to healer to talk about it. Any healer, anybody that does Reiki is pure God light, pure God's energy. Reiki means Rei is God and Ki is energy. So it will dissolve any darkness, it will dissolve any spell, any black magic. So if you're dealing with that, Reiki is the key. Have Reiki with somebody, with a healer, and talk to them, explain to them what's happening with you, and ask them to look for the true reason. Not every one of them will do that. You will go to some Reiki practitioners that will focus on a black magic and just cleanse it. I was that myself, I have to admit. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I didn't know much about it, and I started just cleansing it until I prayed and asked for God to help me how to deal with this in a better way. I got to ask for true reason and to work on a true reason. So the best way would be to pray and ask for true reason, and go and see somebody, a healer or anybody that can cleanse that energy from you. To cleanse your aura, as I mentioned earlier, sage and also bath, it's very good. If you're having a bath with sea salt, with quite a bit of sea salt, full handful of sea salt, and some essential oil, you can use lavender, bergamot, rose oil, any of them will help you. And soak in that bath minimum 15 to 20 minutes. The longer you can stay in it, the better. That will cleanse your aura really good. But to know if it's gone in your chakras, you have to go to see a healer, a Reiki practitioner, to actually see how your chakras are. Are they open? Are they spinning? If you're meditating really good, you will see it yourself in your meditation. If your third eye is open and you are connected, you can see it in yourself in your meditation. The key is not to focus on who did it and to blame that person. You don't even need to know who did it. If you are evolved enough and you don't have any negative emotions, if you don't have many negative emotions, and you can find out who it is and then deal with love, that would be good. But let's be realistic. Not many people are there to do that. Soon as somebody finds out who's doing spells on them, the anger, the pain, and resentment starts building up, and you can't deal with love. So it would be better if you don't know who did it, because it will hurt you. If you don't know who did it and just working on yourself, cleansing your chakras, making sure your chakras are open, having your healing, having that meditation, meditating every day. On my YouTube video, I created a guided meditation that is specifically for this. We're working with Archangel Michael to clear all your chakras, to cut all the cords, to clear you with violet light of Archangel Michael, to cleanse your aura, open all your chakras with God's light. So it's a wonderful meditation that can cleanse you really good. You can actually feel the difference when you do this meditation. So this could be something that you could practice every day. If you're dealing with black magic and you have repeatedly coming to you, doing this meditation every day would be really good for you. And seeing somebody, a healer, somebody that's going to open your chakras are very important. Not just when you're doing black magic, chakras are very important for anything, but if you're attracting somebody doing black magic on you, nothing is more important but your chakras and your thoughts. making sure that you're taking positive thoughts, you're focusing on what you want instead of what's happening. You have to just cleanse yourself, do what you need to do, pray, cleanse yourself, and then work on your positive affirmations. Focus on that lesson. You can have a reading with somebody. If somebody can read Akashic Records and help you see your soul plan, this is what I do. This is how I work. I reveal my client's soul plan, and it can tell you there what the soul contract is there karmic agreements, what the lesson is. And once you know the lesson, then you're focusing on learning that lesson. So that would be the key, to have a reading with somebody that it's going to look for true reason, that can see the true reason for your issue or your problem that you're having. And really trying to come to that stage where you can send a light to that person that is sending black magic to you. That would be, I would say that's something that you should be aiming for. Building more resentment and blame is not going to help you. So what would be even better? Let's just say if you start healing yourself before you attract negative. The reason why you started attracting this negativity is because you built up a lot of negative emotions. So when we say you have dark energy in yourself, what is the dark energy? Negative emotions. You have some resentment, unforgiveness, pain, fear, and I can tell you fear is the most number one that will attract black magic. If you are raised in a family where the black magic is mind subject almost, where people are doing it, where people are being affected by it, they have a lot of fear. So you would have a lot of fear in you. Having fear of black magic, it's a magnet for black magic. And most of people have it. You might have it even from past life. If you had a past life where you struggle a lot with black magic, and we all did, everybody did. So you would have in your chakras past life fear from black magic, and you will start attracting it just to help you release that past life issue, past life fear of black magic. If you had past life with that, you will attract it. If you are raised in a family where black magic is, you will attract it. So that fear of black magic and witchcraft, of darkness, will attract somebody doing black magic on you. So if you can release that, the quicker you can release that, the quicker you will be free from it. Once all your chakras are open, you don't have any negative emotions, you don't have any darkness, and you can focus on positive and positive affirmations and manifesting your life, using the law of attraction, manifesting your life, you're gonna be eventually free. You will be eventually free from it. You will not attract it anymore. And that is a process. You gotta be very patient with that. That can take years. But guess what? It's better than lifetime staying in struggle with black magic. If you don't take action now to change that, you will struggle for the rest of your life. And your children and your grandchildren will as well. Because that belief you will pass to your children and to your grandchildren, and the chain will go on and on. So be the one that's going to break the chain. Be the chain breaker. Make a decision to be free from it, regardless how long it's going to take, regardless how hard it is, how much work you have to do. Do your research and make a decision to be free from it. So you can live the life that God gave to us. When you're struggling with black magic, you're not living the life that God gave to you. So be the chain breaker and break the chain. Soon as you start looking, changing that from blaming who's doing the spell to you and wanting to know who's doing spell to you, to just focusing on finding the true reason and removing it and cleansing it and learning and evolving, your beliefs gonna start changing, your subconsciousness start changing, and you eventually will let go of that old belief and your new belief will take place. And that's when it's completely gone. You will not attract it even in next lifetime. You will not attract it at all. And as I said, it can take you probably one life cycle, which is 10 years, but it's worth it. It's gonna be worth it. You're not doing it just for yourself. You're doing it for your children, for your grandchildren, for everybody. And trust and know that witchcraft and black magic will leave the earth. They cannot enter in earth. Anybody that's doing it will not enter in your earth. Even those people that are doing it, if you are watching this video and you are the one that practicing black magic and witchcraft, please be open and open your mind to different. You don't really need it. You don't need to control your life with that. When you're doing black magic, you're controlling. You're not following God's plan, you're not following God's will. You're taking control and you're working with these souls. If you understand, as we enter in your earth, those souls that could not pass through the gates of heaven will be discarded. So they're not going to be available anymore. That means that you will not be able to do black magic anymore and love spell. You will see that. Even now, I can see that a lot of it, it's not working as it did before. Let's just say, for example, even 20 years ago, black magic was always working. I never heard somebody saying that it doesn't work. Well, now, right now, there's a lot of people that are saying that it doesn't work, that they're starting to question. Because that is changing. Those souls that are on a lower level, that did not cross to the gates of heaven, are not going to be incarnated again. They have to go. And if you're working with them and you're following their guidance, you will definitely not enter in your earth. That means you will go with them. When you die, you're not going through the gates of heaven. You're going with them, and your soul's going to be discarded as well. So please try to open your mind. There is a better way. Make the shift now. There is not much time left. You don't have much time left. This is the time to do it. So I hope you understand this video. If you have any more questions, please send me an email or ask in a comment section. I would like to make sure that you understand this and to give you any other information that you need. I'm sending you lots of love and light. And if you did like this video, please click or like or subscribe. Bye-bye for now.